Ayo, the new Life is Strange game is gonna have both Safi and Chloe and Max, and you're gonna play as both Chloe and Max. That's why. That's why. There's spoilers, duh. So I'm tagging them like right there. It's their first pin video. They like posted it like an hour ago from like this right now, here right now. So like yeah, just click that real quick, go watch it, and then come back and we'll talk about it, okay? So when Max combined timelines and double exposure, when Safi lost control of her powers, like that was it. Sapphic and tragedy are redundant. You know what taught me that? Life is Strange. So, like, go figure. The most sapphic game yet. The reunion polycule, right? And they're trying to figure out their relationship with several timelines, because theoretically speaking, Max could have dated all of them. Right? Right? And all the timelines. And the world is falling apart. Oh! Oh! It's so good. Listen here. If this game ends with having to choose whether or not to sacrifice Chloe again, I am throwing hands with everybody, okay? Plus, Chloe's got all the PTSD from like all the spiritual stuff from kind of not being there, but kind of super being there from like, you know, the first game. Like, what? That's wild. I really, really hope that they add to the polycule. Is Amber gonna show up? Because Arcadia Bay is back. If Amber doesn't show up in Reunion, I want to see Amber in this next game, okay? So Max could have dated, you know, like two people in the first game, right? It was Chloe and then that dude. And then in double exposure, right? She could have dated the bartender or that other guy, right? So that's a lot of people, right? But then Chloe could have dated Max, right? Maybe, right? From, you know, Life is Strange. But then also could have dated Amber. Right? So I want to see what's going on with the polycule, right? Because, like, okay, sure. Everyone technically may have dated. At least from Max's perspective. Or, you know, just the combination timelines. Timeline messery, right? As a shipper, this is my perfect scenario, okay? So I want to see and be able to replay this so many times with all of the different, like, you know, contingencies. Like, this is the all, right? Or is this just, okay, they put a lot of emphasis on this, like, this is Max and Chloe's story, right? So I can anticipate that maybe there's a lot more love, as like that's the core expected main romance. Okay, yeah, like I can see that framing. Like I get that, right? But then could Pinky promise getting a very poly one later, right? Like okay, anyone who's like a fan of Baldur's Gate 3 will understand this, that having having everyone be a little bit bisexual, right? And then having timeline mess aroundery, right, allows for a lot of potential, right? So like, why not a potential where, yeah, the three of us dated? Like, yeah, and it worked out. I know. Huge. But there was also another touch that I noticed that they added, right? Where they really reworked the rewind mechanic. So, you know, you're gonna be playing as Chloe and Max. And so it's the rewind mechanic for Max, obviously, and then the backtalk mechanic for Chloe. Chloe's confidence is supernatural, and that's how we can justify it. But, you know, they both have consequences, right? As to be the mechanics, right? And so I'm really happy with the fact that apparently the developers made it to where at any point while playing Max, you could rewind, right? And like, that makes sense. Like, you know, being able to catch little dialogue bits is gonna be so helpful for being like, you know, a streamer and clipping and whatnot. Like, say you didn't notice something, or like, you're like someone talked over another, like, it's just so helpful.